In this video, we are going to create a company website using Wix.com. Let's see how long this takes us to do it. We're going to go straight from the Wix.com website, and we're just going to hit the Start Now button. Next, we need to create a new account. We'll go ahead and hit the Sign Up button. And we'll put in an email address here. We'll type in a password. Go ahead and sign up. And there we go. Now it's asked us what kind of website we want to create. We want to create a business website. And in this example, we're going to use the Wix editor. Let's go ahead and use the Wix editor here, on the right-hand side. Now it's asking what type of business template we'd like to use. In this case, we're going to go underneath the business category of consulting and coaching. Let's go ahead and just use let's view it here real quick, take a look. I don't think this would be too bad. It gives us the option to put our nice headline here. We have the ability to put some of our value propositions. We can put a little bit about our team. This looks pretty good to me, so let's go ahead and edit this site. And now we can start making changes to our own website. Now, when I'm building this, I already have a basic outline of what I want to have on this page, which the outline that I'm going to be using for this is in the blog post that is associated with creating company websites. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the top line here, which is the header. And a couple things we want to do is change our name, of course. So we are going to use Apple, then US, and then I'm just going to copy this, put it here, that way I get the same color and everything, and then distribution. So now I have Apple US distribution. And of course, if I want to change this header, text, that type of thing, we can do that. But I think this works pretty well. We will leave our header up here for now, except I believe we probably need to get rid of the news and updates for now. You probably don't need that, at least for the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Manage Menu button down here where it says News and Updates. I now can click here and just hit Delete because we don't need a News and Updates area. It does say if you change your mind, you can always add blog updates, but right now we don't need it, so we're going to go ahead and hit Delete, which will now get rid of that area. Let's go ahead and remove that. Now we have our name up here. We have the home page, the about page, services, and contact, which I think pretty much covers all the different pages we wanted. So right on the top page here, for the huge heading, we're going to rename this to "We are here to solve your problem." And if we want to, we can make this a little bit smaller to make it look so big. So let's go ahead and just kind of move this down here like that. I think that looks pretty good. Next box here, we're going to use our cool little tagline, which the tagline we could use for this example is online marketing. Let's do online marketplace problems solved. Obviously, you can come up with something probably better than this, but this is just obviously something that I'm throwing together here really quickly for an example. Now, if I want to change the background of this, which you probably do because if you're looking at this image, you can see that we're not selling financial services, but maybe it works for you. But if you wanted to, you could change the script background, and there are some different backgrounds we could potentially use for this if they include. Or you could also upload one of your own. I'm scrolling through here. See if there's any of these that look a little better than we have. We could use the modern Chicago skyline. That would not be too bad, except now my image here, my writing here doesn't look too great because of the background. Let's see if there's something else that might work. Use this one maybe. New York City skyline. Ooh, that really makes that white text look pretty bad. So let's say I do like that. I can actually change this text now to a different color, of course. So I'll change the color here to black. And then we'll do the same thing for the next one here. We will change this one to black as well. Simple enough. So now it can actually be seen. Okay. If you want to change fonts and that type of stuff, obviously you can change that as well. So I go down to our, we can go here. We can just change this title to something that says we make marketplace selling simple. We make selling. How about this? We improve your sales easily. Of course, you can change the paragraph here to have some of your value propositions. Say we can make probably bullet points here. If we click here, we can make some bullet points. And put just a few simple things here like I just erase my bullet in here, so let's put that back in place here. Improve your Amazon listings. Skyrocket sales with advertising and map monitoring. And then, of course, on our services page, we will talk more about this. And then our team, down here, Amazon experts. And then we'll just put down here. We know Amazon inside and out. If you have some existing clients, you could put in the logos for each of them. Or if you don't even want that entire strip, we can just remove this, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and go into the strip here. Or you could even change this out to something other than clients. If we right click over this, hit delete, it'll actually fully get rid of that. It says here, we don't need any, we don't necessarily need an anchor for that, so let's go ahead and now we can drag, we should be able to drag this up here. Add this directly under there. Probably don't need the latest articles either, so I'm going to right click this and delete. Let's see what else we have here. Now we have our contact area. Let's go ahead and just move this line up top here. Good. And then we don't need this line anymore. The anchor. So now we can take this entire strip. Oops. And then we will drag this up to right here. Cool. We'll change this to it says want to work with us. And then we will just go down here, take our footer. I just need to get rid of some of this extra stuff down here at the bottom. We'll do that by removing some of these anchors. So we'll click here, hit delete. We're going to move this anchor up. This is actually an anchor that shows the contact us area. So we'll move this here. And then we have this other anchor that was from another area we deleted, which is for the clients area. So we're going to click that. Right click it and delete. Okay. And now you can see we have these down here created, and we're going to go ahead and change the year here, 2017, by Apple United States distribution. And we can just change our tagline down here. We solve problems for you. And for a social bar here, we can set our social links. So if we have links for each of these, we can click on here and then put exactly what our website is for Facebook. And if we have Twitter, we can do that. LinkedIn, we can add those as well. If you want to add some icons, you can add some icons. Like if you have, let's say, a Yelp page or Snapchat, you could add those pretty easily. There's all sorts of different ones we can do here. If you have Tumblr, you could add some of those, or YouTube channel. We can add those in here as well, or you can remove these if you don't need them just by deleting them. So that's pretty cool. All right, so now we have a generalized page here for the home. Now we can go up here where it says pages home, and we're just going to change to the about page here now. And this is pretty simple. We would just go through here and just edit out and talk about our information on us. And then we just do this for every page. So we have the About Us page. The Clients page we can probably just remove because we don't actually have that. So we'll just delete the Clients page. We go to our Services page here. And this is where we would put in what kind of types of different things we have here. This is actually booking online, which we don't necessarily need to book online. So we probably just change this title to How We Can Solve Your Problems. And of course, when I change the text here size, I can do that as well. Put it in online. Do that. And then if we just want to change this, we can also remove a lot of these things that are called bookings. If you want to add in, let's say, you could add in some images, or you could add in some buttons or some boxes, or pretty much whatever you want. It's pretty much drag and drop. You just select whatever you want. If I want to do a list, I can just choose what type of list I want. So if I want like a product and service list, which is exactly what we want, we can add that in. And we can actually take the Wix bookings, and we can just remove the Wix bookings because we don't need that. So go ahead and just hit the delete button. And it's telling us that we need to delete the entire page from our site, which isn't necessarily a problem. Let's go to Services. We're going to go ahead and delete this. And then we're going to do is we're going to create a new page. This will be a page, and we will call this Services. Now we've created a new page. Now we can add in our list that we talked about. So put in our services here. And so this would be our first service. And so this will be, our first service would be, let's say, map monitoring service. Make sure your map is enforced at all times. And obviously we can change our images here as well if we want to. You have some free ones you potentially can use for that. Or if you want to search online and try and find something that, you can change the images. And then obviously we have our second and third services that we have here. So that gives us our services, and if we wanted to, we could add a really nice image on the top of this. Alright, so let's go ahead and just look through free Wix images. And we can see there are a bunch of them. Let's go to the business area here. And let's see here. I think the shaking hands ones look pretty good. Let's go ahead and take that. We can take this and move this down a little bit. I'm just going to drag and drop that. If we want to, we put a really nice headline over here. Page title over here. Our services. Change this font size just a tad. There we go. And of course, we wanted to make this larger. We could do that as well. That'd be another option. This is very, very simple to use. You go here, you can drag this out. Pretty cool. And then I can take services and I can put it over top here if I wanted to. If I want to play with this some more, I could add the text. I'll change this to maybe white or some other color that stands out a little bit better. This actually stands out pretty well. Okay, now I can make this definitely a little bit larger. Looks like it's trying to go on more than one line, so I'm just going to drag this out like that. Make this even bigger. Drag this out like this. Now you can see color definitely doesn't work. But you can kind of see how it just kind of play around with us. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Good. Pick yellow. Probably doesn't look great, but this is just kind of an example here. Our services that you kind of put in your different services down here. You notice down here the footer, those changes on the front page are there, and of course the header, it has those changes. And so you just go through here and just change, these how you would want to change them. If we went to the contact page, we put our address, our phone numbers. If we click here, we can set our email of where we want this to be sent to. So we would put that in there as well. You can also ask for additional information if you want to. This is just incredibly easy to use. And so that is pretty much it. You could literally have this site up probably in less than a half hour. Just by filling out your address, the contact us page, going and filling out some of the services and about us, all that good stuff. Once you're done, you can hit the publish button. If you want to see what this would look like, let's say on the mobile website, you can make some changes on the mobile site as well if you wanted to make that look a little bit different. So there's a lot of different cool things that you can work with on this, and realistically, this is just a pretty simple way to easily create your own website.